Assalamu alaikum, grade 7 students. We are going to start countdown maths, and you have already done some topics of algebraic expressions. And now I'm going to repeat previous topics, then we will start addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. So, first of all, you have already underlined in your book, if any number is written in this form, so just like 5 raised to power 3, how we solve this? It means 5 is multiplying with itself 3 times. 5 multiply with 5 multiply with 5, and in this 5 is base and 3 is its exponent or power. So next definition is definition of variable. A variable is unknown. A variable is an unknown number represented by or letter. For example, X, alpha, beta, any letter, English or any other language letter which is representing more than one values, that is called variable. Then there is definition of constant. Any number that has fixed value is called constant. Just like 5 has 5 every time value 5, 3 has 3. So numbers like this are called constants. Next is coefficient. A number that is placed before a variable is called coefficient. First condition is that there is number. It should be number and placed before variable. Just like this, 2x raised to power 5, 2 is coefficient. If we write, for example, yx raised to power 5, then y is not coefficient. For coefficient there is condition that it should be number and placed before a variable or variable term. Just like 2x y raised to power 5. In this 2 is also a coefficient. Now come to algebraic expression, that is title of this unit. Simple definition of algebraic expression is that when we have constants and variables written together with operations form an algebraic expression. Operations mean basic 4 operations, meaning addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. When we have different variables and constants written together with the help of operations, they form algebraic expression. There isn't any condition of terms, any numbers, letters, variables. There isn't any condition like this. Then next is terms. How we can separate terms from an algebraic expression. For example, above algebraic expression is 2x plus 3y. So if we want to check that how many terms are there, so how we can separate these terms? If there is sign of addition and subtraction, we can separate terms from that. Just like above example, we have two terms, 2x and second term is 3y. For example, if I write here minus 5z, so there will be three terms, 2x, 3y and minus 5z. And if there is 5z y square. Now once again we have to separate terms from addition and subtraction. So there are three terms, 2x, 3y and minus 5zy square. Now next is definition of polynomial. A polynomial is an algebraic expression consisting of one or more terms, in each of which exponent of the variable is 0 or positive integer. So there are two important things in this definition. First is that it has one or more terms, meaning There may be 1, there may be 2, 3, up to so on. There may be different number of terms. And which is second condition, exponent of variable is 0 or positive integer, meaning exponent of variable should be 0 or positive integer. I have given example 2x square plus 3y cube. Now we have to check exponent of variables are x and y, and exponent of variable is 2 and 3. So both 2 and 3 are positive integers. So it's example of polynomial. Let's take another example. 2x square plus 3y raised to power minus 5 plus 11. Just check second example. 2x square plus 3y raised to power minus 5 plus 11. Now if we want to check that it's polynomial or not, so we have to check exponent of variable. So exponent of variable is 2 and minus 5. So 2 and minus 5, 2 is positive integer but minus 5 is not a positive integer. So minus 5 is integer but it's not a positive integer. That's why it's not example of a polynomial. In same way, if I write 2x raised to power 1 over 2 plus 3y raised to power 5 minus 10. If we check this example, so 2x raised to power 1 over 2 plus 3y raised to power 5. There are two variables x and y, and exponent of x is 1 over 2. Its exponent, so 1 over 2 is not an integer, it's a rational number. So 2x raised to power 1 over 2 plus 3y raised to power 5 minus 10 is also not an example of polynomial. In same way, if there is 2 raised to power 1 over 2 x raised to power 5 plus 10y minus 11. Now if we check this example, 2 raised to power 1 over 2 x raised to power 5 plus 10y. According to definition, we have to check exponent of variable. So exponent of variable is, there are two variables x and y. Exponent of variable in first term x is 5 and second is 1. So in this case, exponent of variable is positive integer. So it's an example of polynomial. So in this way you can solve question of exercise. First your exercise that if we want to separate polynomials, so you have to remember its definition that exponent of variable should be 0 or positive integer. Now come to most important definition that is directly related to questions of addition and subtraction, that is like terms. I have put 2 stars because when we have to solve questions of addition and subtraction, like terms is basic of that topic. So that's why I put 2 times stars. Now definition of like term is terms containing same variables and same exponents or like terms. So two conditions: terms containing same variables and same exponents or like terms. First condition is that they have same variables, like if there is x, in both terms there should be x. If there is y, in both terms there should be y. So first is there should be same variable, and second condition is that their exponent should be same. So just like these examples, in first example exponent of x is 1 in both cases, so it's example of like terms. In same way, exponent of variable in second example is 3, so it's also example of like terms. Now come to next topic, that is addition of subtraction. So before starting addition of algebraic expressions, you should be clear about like terms. If you have any query, any questions, you can ask before starting that question. You can ask by sending message on WhatsApp or by call, or you can comment in YouTube. So like term should be clear. Now when we start addition, there are two methods generally used to find sum of two expressions. One is called horizontal and second is called vertical. So I am going to explain this question with both methods. You can adopt any one, or you can adopt any one according to situation or according to statement of question, because in some statements horizontal method is easy, in some questions vertical method is easy. So I am going to explain with both methods. So first method, check statement of question. We have to add two expressions, 2x cube minus 4x square minus 3x plus 5 and 4x cube plus x square minus x plus 3. So simply we write both expressions and we put sign of addition between these two. Now next step is that we remove brackets of both expressions. So how we remove? Because there is sign of addition, so there will not any change in any sign of any term. So we write as it is, 2x cube minus 4x square minus 3x plus 5 plus 4x cube plus x square minus x plus 3. It's example number 9 of your book. Now next step is we have to arrange according to like terms. So if I write 2x cube first, which is like term with this 2x cube, we have 4x cube. Because there are two conditions for like terms, variable should be same, variable is x, so no need to check variable because there is x in all terms. And second thing is that we have to check exponent of variable. So exponent in first term is 3, in same way 4x cube has 3, so I write 4x cube with this. Now we write next term minus 4x square, which is like term with minus 4x square plus x square plus x square, then minus 3x and minus x, and last there is constant term positive 5 plus 3. Now you know that before adding or subtracting we use variable and exponent same, we just add its coefficients. So 2 and 4, when we add both numbers 2 and 4 we get 6, so 6x cube. Now in second term x square minus 4, in first term is minus 4 coefficient and there is positive 1 coefficient. When we have different signs we have to subtract. So when we subtract 4 and 1 we get 3x square. Now which sign we have to use? Every time we have to use sign of greater number. So 4 is greater, we use sign of 4, that is negative sign. Then come to next, minus 3x minus x. So both have same signs, we have to add both coefficients. So 3 and 1 4, it's 4x. And which sign we will use? Every time we have to use sign of greater number, that is 3, so its answer will be negative 4x. In same way 5 and 3 both have same sign, so we add, and greater number is 5, so we use sign of greater number. Okay, it's answer according to first method. Now come to second method. In second method you have to write both expressions with their like terms. Meaning if we write first expression, that is 2x cube minus 4x square minus 3x plus 5, we have written this expression. When we are going to write second expression, we have to use like terms, just like 4x cube, so we write below 2x cube, meaning like terms below like terms. In same way next also like terms, third and fourth, in same way we will write. Now first you can write directly variables, and we have to solve their coefficients. 2 and 4 both have same signs, both are positive, so it's 6x cube. In next it's positive 1 and negative 4, so different signs, and we will subtract, it's minus 3x. And next both have same sign, so we add and we use sign of greater number, and it's same. It's answer with second method. Now come to next topic, that is subtraction. There is a little bit difference when we subtract two expressions according to addition. There is almost one additional step. So for example, we have two algebraic expressions, 2x square minus 3x plus 12 and 17x square minus 2x minus 10. In subtraction you have to remember every time that from which expression you are going to subtract. If you read this statement, it's subtract 2x square minus 3x plus 12 from 17x square minus 2x minus 10. So you are going to subtract from 17x square. So every time expression after from you have to write first. So 17, first we write 17x square minus 2x minus 10, then we put sign of subtraction, negative sign, and first expression. Meaning after from expression we have to put first. Now there isn't any sign before first expression, so we write as it is 17x square minus 2x minus 10. Now there is sign of subtraction, sign of negative, so we will change sign of all terms written within bracket. So 2, which sign 2 has? 2 has positive sign, because we know that if there isn't any sign, it means there is positive sign. So we change this positive to negative, it's negative 2x square, and next negative will change to positive 3x and negative 12. Clear? So second step in subtraction is that we have to change sign of all terms written within bracket after subtraction. So next step is common, just like addition. We have to combine like terms. So 17x square, which is like term with x square, it's minus 2x square. You have to remember that when you are writing any number, when you are shifting any term, so you have to write its symbol with it. Just like this minus 2x square, there was sign of negative, so I put sign where I write this term. Now next is minus 2x. In same way, when I put 2x here, I have written its sign with 2x. Then positive 3x, because 2x and 3x are like terms. Then constant terms, negative 10 and negative 12. So now there is the same procedure just like addition. First we have to write variable with its exponent. Now solve the 17 minus 2, its answer is 15. Now we have to solve these two terms. Again we write x as it is and negative 2 positive 3, so there are different signs, so we have to subtract 3 and 2. When we subtract 3 and 2 we get answer 1, and there is no need to write 1 if 1 is in coefficient. So which sign we have to use? Greater number is 3, so we use sign of positive, sign of 3. Now last step, there is negative 10 and negative 12, so both have same sign, so we add these two numbers 10 and 12, we get 22. And which sign we use with greater number? It's 12, we use this sign. Now come to same we are going to solve same question with second method. It's vertical method. So in this way again you have to remember that after from expression you have to written first. So 17x square minus 2x minus 10 we have written first, then we have to written second expression. But there is one additional step in subtraction, that first of all we have to change all signs of second expression. So this 2 is positive, when we change we get negative. In same way negative will change to positive, positive will change to negative. Now remember one thing, that you have to ignore their upper signs, just like 2x square, ignore its positive sign, ignore negative sign of 3x, ignore positive sign of 12x. We have to consider that they have 2x square negative, 3x positive and 12 negative sign. Now we have to solve just like addition, and keeping in mind that we have changed their sign and we have to use their change sign. So x square, when we solve 17 minus 2 we get 15. So again we write x, there is positive 3 and negative 2, different signs, so we subtract, we get 1. So no need to write 1 because in coefficient no need to write 1, but we have to put its sign. Which sign we have to use? Sign with greater number. 3 is greater, so sign with 3 is positive, so we use positive sign. In same way last term is both have same signs, negative 10 and negative 12, so we add both, we get 22. And which sign we have to use with greater number? It's negative 22. So you have to recall definitions and you have to complete 8.1 exercise. There are mostly questions related to addition, subtraction and terms. If you have any confusion, that we discuss later. Method I have explained, addition and subtraction. If you are further confused in any question, so first try it. If you are unable to solve, then WhatsApp me that question. I will guide you accordingly. So next we will start multiplication and division in our upcoming lecture. Okay, thanks. Take care. Allah Hafiz.